Okay, so here comes a little Christmas test. Let's see if we could draw the snowman, which is made up of 2 circles or 4 arcs. Now for to do that, you're going to need the formula of a circle. And the formula of a circle is r squared equals brackets x minus h squared plus y minus k squared, where r is the radius, h is the horizontal coordinate of the centre, and k is the vertical coordinate of the centre. So let's have a look at this red line to begin with. You would have r, which is the radius. You would have h, which is going to be this distance this way, which we've got marked as 10. And then you're going to have k, which is going to be the height to, let's say, the belly button. So we're concentrating on this red arc at the moment. So we've got to redo this equation so we could find out, or so we could rewrite it, so y equals, because that's going to allow us to plot the points. And I have a read of this and you can see how it's been broken down. Okay, so got that now. Now we're going to do this equation 4 times this one. Then we're going to invert the same one by just multiplying the whole thing, or multiplying the answer by minus. So it's inverting the arc, so it goes down the way. Then we're going to draw this one, the red one. Then we're going to invert that one, so it should draw here. Stay tuned. Here comes the next part. Here's the equation. Okay, can I ask where you got your values from now? Your R3, your H10 and your K3.
R is the radius. The radius for this value, 6 minus 3. 6 minus 3 gives you 3, so 3 is the radius. For arc C, for
The H10, where did you get the H10 from now?
H10 is the horizontal axis, how far along the circles will be, and this is
So to there.
centre.
And finally, your K3.
K3 is the vertical starting position, so K would equal 3 as it's in line with here,
Cool.
this value.
Okay, now you're working on arc C, which is this red top one. Where'd you get these values from again?
R is the radius. The radius is from 8 to 10. 10 minus 8 gives you 2. H is how far along, how far on the x-axis the center point of the arc will be, which is 10. And K is the vertical center of the circle, which is 8.
Cool. Okay, so to plot these on our calculator, our fancy graphic calculator from the 80s probably. Graph function, we select execute. We're then given the various different y formulas to enter. We're going to be entering 4 in here to be able to draw our snowman.
Because we're using mathematical precedence, we use extra brackets to make it clear to the calculator what order the division and the how to square root and where to do squaring. This helps the calculator find the order in which it's meant to do each part of the equation. Here's the function in the calculator.
Okay, can we draw it? So can we see the graph now?
Here we are, the first arc,
which is arc A. Now we'll add in arc C, which is this formula. But again, we'll need to put in additional brackets so the calculator doesn't get confused which order to do all this in.
Using arc C's formula, I programmed it into the graphic calculator as Y3.
Okay, what does that look like graphed? So it's Y1, that's the first one. And then Y3. So we've got arc A and arc C done. Now, what's the trick, Nathan, to get arc B and arc D?
You invert them. Invert both of them so that the arcs are flipped.
Cool. Let's see that on the board first. Okay, Nathan, so this formula is for this one, and this formula or equation is for this one. How do we get the reverses? These ones. This one and this one.
Well, that is done by making the whole formula that you used for arc A and arc C and making their values negative.
And it's that simple.
Yes.
Whoa. Show me on a calculator.
By inverting Y1 and Y3, now we have Y2 as a negative version of Y1 and Y3 is the positive version of arc A. Then inverted gives you Y4.
Good. Let's see if it shows up on the graph now. Okay, so that's arc A, arc B, which is inverted arc A, arc C, and arc D, which is inverted arc C. That looks like a snowman to me, although there's some gaps at the side. That's because the calculator can't cope with the resolution being that small. However, we have managed to show you a snowman being drawn on a graphic calculator. Now, is that awesome or what?
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Goodbye.
See you later.